Hi, everybody. Jeff Jordan with Coastal Living Realty Group in Corpus Christi, Texas. Just want to take just a minute of your time to talk to you about being a homeowner this year. If you ever have thought about being a homeowner, then maybe this is the year for you. We're going to be putting out a series of short videos that talk about the different steps in being a homeowner. We're going to take you through it in hopefully a way that's very easy to understand so that you and your family can decide if this is right for you. So before we really start talking about what it takes to buy a house, I just want to take just a brief second and talk about some of the myths that are involved in buying a home. Number one, we hear it all the time. I have bad credit. I can't get a loan. Well, that might be true, and it certainly is. Your credit score is a huge factor in buying a home and your worthiness to receive a loan. But you might be surprised. There are products out there from vendors that are below 600. So if you have a high 580, 590 credit score, you might still apply. So don't before you say I just can't do it. Maybe this is your year to ask some questions, make some phone calls, and figure out if maybe this is really doable for you. Hey, another quick myth I want to kind of take off the table as we kind of move down this path together is, Jeff, I don't have a lot of money in the bank. I got to have 30, 40, $50,000 in the bank for me to buy the house, put everything down on it, do everything I need to do. Well, guys, that isn't necessarily the case. Um, how much money you need to put down is in large part a function of what kind of loan you have and also the amount of house you're trying to buy. If you are a veteran, first of all, thank you for your service. But hopefully, you're aware if you're a veteran that you can very likely not put anything down on a home as far as the down payment goes, and only have some fees and some upfront cost, which are very minimal compared to the size of the loan. If you're not a veteran, there are other all kinds of products out there through the FHA, which is a government process program that can help you get into a home for as little as 3.5% of the purchase price of the home. So if you buy a $200,000 home and you have a 3.5% down payment, you would be asked to bring $7,000 for the down payment portion of it to the closing table. And again, there would be some other closing costs and some other expenses involved, but they are not nearly as large as what you're being asked to put down as far as the down payment portion as a general rule. So again, if you're thinking, I just don't have the money in the bank, I just can't afford it. Again, there might be options, there might be ways around that. The other really big elephant in the room these days, unless you had your head under a rock, is interest rates. Interest rates are higher than they've been in many years. But if you really take a step back and look at how they are compared to the history of mortgage rates, we are still at a level that is very reasonable compared to what they've been over the last 30, 40, 50 years. I'll tell you, we all got really spoiled over the last 3 to 5 years with the 2%, 3% interest rate loans. And we might see those again in our lifetime or we might not. But if you're waiting for those interest rates to go back down to the levels that we've seen over the last couple of years, then you're certainly going to wait yourself out of being a homeowner. So I'm hoping you'll tune in and kind of walk down the path to home ownership with me. We'll be putting these out just as quick as we can. Now, not everybody can be a homeowner, and that is absolutely the truth. And we would not encourage anyone who doesn't feel comfortable with the process to do anything that they wouldn't want to do. But the purpose of this video series is going to be to maybe make you feel more comfortable and help you feel empowered to maybe make a change that's going to hopefully bear fruit and help grow wealth for you and your family. If you're not looking to stay in an area for more than a year or two, you shouldn't buy a house. If you don't have any emergency funds in the bank, you shouldn't buy a house because something is always going to break. And right now, you can call the landlord; he'll come fix it, right? But to think about, that, hey, Jeff, I can't afford to pay a mortgage. Well, if you're paying rent, you're paying a mortgage, but you're not paying your mortgage; you're paying the mortgage for your landlord, and you're building wealth for that person and not for you and your family. But again, I think there's a lot of people that might hear this that say, well, it's a scary process. Homes are too expensive. Interest rates are too high. Well, let's talk about it. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But let's see what we can do to help you. Get a comfort level with buying a home. We're happy to help you. Or if you have a trusted real estate agent in your network of friends or family, reach out because this might be the year for you to be a homeowner.